YouTube, Blue Eyes Say So here, repping a trucker hat that I got from Yukon Late Night. It's now called Yukon Husky Howl, but that makes no sense because huskies bark. They're dogs. They don't howl. Wolves howl. A dog howls if you step on its tail. So stop stepping on Jonathan's tail, University of Connecticut. It's rude. Anyway, yeah, so I got this hat because I wanted to represent Jesus because we used to do some crazy stuff on campus, like witness to people at Buckley at 2 in the morning while there was snowball fights going on and crazy stuff. But yeah, we really love Jesus and we wanted to express that to our fellow students. So we did so by doing things like getting hats that say Jesus on them. But when I would walk around campus, everybody would be like, hey man, who's Jesus? Good question. Anyway, so this is why I have this hat on, because this is about speaking the word, and the word of life is Jesus Christ, okay? And this is a rap that I did called Speak the Word, and I did it at Testimony Through Talent, which is something that's run by Regeneration at UConn. I highly recommend if you are at UConn to get connected with the Regen people. They're real cool folks, and they will really help you strengthen your walk with Christ, and they will teach you how to go forth and minister the gospel to other young people who are in the disillusionment of the college era and trying to find their way and trying to grasp on what is real, what is reality, which is this guy. Okay, so speak the word. Here it is. I'm going to speak it. The beat's going to be something like at least that's what's in my head, but I can't really mix it down because I don't have the proper tools right now. So that's what's in my head when I'm speak the word. Okay? I hope you enjoy it. I don't do a lot of rapping. I'm more of a singer type, but here it goes. He's the word of life shed abroad in our hearts by his marvelous light. We first thought it would destroy us because we was part of the night, facing an end to existence, but that was only a lie. Satan making us too shy to be removed from our plight by the payment of Christ, who paid our debt when he died. He did it in spite of the sin in our souls, but we fight against pardon and fear of losing control, so we die to the truth as we're hitting the throttle, unaware that we're headed straight for the bottom of hell, where Satan is waiting for us to share in his payment. The darkness surrounds us and seems to become us, and all of a sudden death starts working among us. But he who paid our debt is a soldier indeed. He's the greatest warrior of all eternity. He conquered darkness with light, pierced the darkness of night, speaks the word, and now we're exposed to his marvelous light. Now the sword of the Spirit, it bears down from on high, and we're shook, realizing he's greater than deceit in our minds. Now it hits and divides us from the clever beguiling of the devil who's lied. No, he's never been right. The destruction that we thought we'd receive is really our payment. Jesus has the receipt. It's in his bank account statement. That treasure laid up for the righteous who trust that the gold that he's got, it won't rust or corrupt. Because he purchased us, we are eternally free. We're looking around for our chains but can't find them. We're free, slaves to Jesus, yet we're his friends. We're not just forgiven, we have the power to stand against the devil and his evil. A number one fan, that be the flesh that we're wrapped in, which starts to wonder what happened. Old man stuck in the mind frame that sin is like crack. It just won't let it go, tries to drag down our souls, but we're saved and we know that the old man's gotta go. So we open the book and find a love note written by the Son of God who died to save our souls. But it's alright because although we died, he's alive and he's seated at the right hand of God Most High, who spends his spirit to guide. So the flesh has to die as we take hold of the life. Though we were crucified, we now live under him. How did that happen again? When we saw the truth and began believing in him. Now if we rep like we're believing in him, we need to step like we're believing in him. Not like the rest of the world that's not believing in him. If believing in him won't cause our evil to mend, then we have yet to crucify our agreement with sin. If believing in him won't cause our evil to mend, then we have yet to crucify our agreement with sin. I said if believing in him won't cause our evil to mend, then we have yet to crucify our agreement with sin. So drop to your knees and repent, then get up and be sent to show the way to be saved to all those you call friends, because your heart they don't mend. We can begin again, a fresh start forgiven when we're adopted by him. Now I know that this verse might be long and seem grievous, but the word's been my passion since my errors egregious were cleansed in the blood flow of the one who redeemed us, seized us, released us from misdeeds of unjust disobedience. He sees us as he is just. He freed us to speak thus his freedom and teach us to leave lust and reap the salvation of Jesus. He freed us to speak thus his freedom and teach us to leave lust and reap the salvation of Jesus. He freed us to speak thus his freedom and teach us to leave lust and reap the salvation of Jesus. Yeah, salvation of Jesus. Yeah, salvation of Jesus. Yeah, salvation of Jesus. Jesus. Alright, y'all. Blue Eyes, say so, saying peace, God bless you, and I will see you next time. Get to know this guy.